When Sonic Rumble was announced back in late 2024, the entire community didn't really know what to think of it. I mean, of course we were excited at the prospect of any new Sonic content and it looked harmless enough. But with Sonic Racing Crossroads right around the corner, many people, including myself, didn't really see the point in a new live service PvP experience, especially one that looked as, well, let's just say limited as this one. What with its mobile aesthetic, design, and painfully blatant inspiration from Fall Guys. However, early betas released and the overall reception was pretty positive, though many did acknowledge the final game did need some work. But all of the positive reception that Sonic Rumble gained gradually began to fade for what has got to be one of the most bizarre launches of any official title I've ever seen. You see, the game went live on mobile in many parts of the world, barring the US and other major continents. And this version of Sonic Rumble remained accessible for an entire year, all while many others had to continue waiting for the game to launch in their region, with a 2024 release turning into a late 2025 release. During this time of uncertainty, many streamers and content creators, as well as people in certain parts of the world, got to play uninterrupted, and the game, by all accounts, looked finished. Even to the point of live service events rolling out to those who were fortunate enough to gain early access. No one knew what was taking so long, and slowly but surely, a lot of the hype surrounding this game gradually dissipated. However, back in November, the final version finally went live for everyone and saw a global launch. And it was welcomed with mixed reactions. For everything Sonic Rumble gets right, there are at least two things that range from mildly offensive to downright intolerable, and that's what we'll be getting into today. But real quick, if you're new here, please consider subscribing as that would greatly help out, and leave a like if you do end up enjoying the video. With that said, let's begin. As stated earlier, Sonic Rumble is a PvP online experience where 32 players are pit against each other in a tournament comprised of 3 different minigames, with 8 players being eliminated per round. This all accumulates in a final round where 3 winners can emerge. If this sounds vaguely familiar, well, obviously, yeah, this is just basically Sonic Fall Guys. The similarities here are pretty shameless, right down to its cute, colorful aesthetic. But even though this game is a shameless copy, it, at the very least, is a mildly enjoyable one. See, the really addictive gameplay loop of Fall Guys is translated seamlessly here, but with a lot of aesthetics and context surrounding minigames essentially Sonicified. The game handles surprisingly well. There's rarely any network trouble, and matchmaking is pretty fast. Your characters are very floaty and easy to control, and while not as responsive as what you'd see in an actual fully realized official Sonic game, it lends itself to Rumble's simplistic format. There are power-ups you can use to get a leg up over players, and customization options where you can swap out certain abilities to favor a specific build. And obviously, this adds an extra incentive for replayability. As for the tournament itself, its structure adheres to the general simplicity of the overall package. The first round is a racing course, and the third and final round is always a contest where players have to compete to see who can gain the most rings. The second round is the most enjoyable because it offers the most variety in terms of what you'll be doing. These can range from survival rounds, team-based rounds, or other interesting challenges and goals. Sonic Rumble is at its most fun when you're just starting out because all of this is unfamiliar, but the underlying issue of Sonic Rumble boils down to sheer repetitiveness. Because the first and third round are always the same with little variety barring location, these matches tend to blend together and feel a little too samey. This is an issue that Fall Guys manages to avoid because not only does that game have a crazy excess of different mini-games and unique challenges and obstacles, but the overall match duration is much longer, making every win or loss feel like a complete journey. With Rumble though, that's not the case, and it really boggles the mind because why did this game take so long to come out with such little variety in gameplay offerings? There's simply not enough content here, and tragically, after about 3 to 4 hours of playtime at most, Rumble begins to lose a lot of its charm. But here is when we get to the nefarious side of this game, because up until now, it has been flawed but ultimately an inoffensive side quest, a side title that can be occasionally fun with friends. But what if I were to tell you that Sonic Rumble's main goal isn't to be a video game? And you might question that as, well, I mean, what other reason does a video game have to exist other than just being a video game? Well, my friend, there are two types of games. Actual games and money laundering schemes. Rumble unfortunately falls into the latter category. Because of its live service nature, Rumble offers a wide assortment of cosmetics that are all locked behind ridiculous asking prices and a crazy expensive battle pass. This game wants you to spend money. This type of shameless monetary practices isn't exclusive to Rumble and is pretty dominant in the mobile market. You'll have games that often dangle a carrot in front of you that seems incredibly tasty and easy to get since you dedicate enough time to reaching it, but it's extremely accessible if you, I don't know, are willing to put down $10, $20? And after that carrot, you'll want another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and before you know it, you've spent $1,000. I've seen my fair share of greedy devs and publishers, but this is on another level. And what's especially damning in Rumble's case is this is a Sonic game, and because of that, it's going to automatically appeal to children who are all none the wiser and typically play games of this nature on their mobile devices. Sega are performing highway robbery on fans who don't even know all their ABCs, and it's genuinely concerning. Knowing this, it recontextualizes Rumble's identity and lack of meaningful gameplay substance, because making a game was never the objective here. Making money was. And Rumble, as we see it, is just a front in order to do that. A mask to hide the publisher's true intentions, and it's sad. And not only is it sad, it's actually a little tragic. Because despite my initial hesitation, I was looking forward to Rumble. The Sonic franchise is one I hold near and dear to my heart along with many others, and it feels good to share that love with friends from all across the globe who can relate to that passion and care for the series. But due to the series' single-player nature, a lot of that bonding is not done within the games themselves. The idea of an online Sonic experience is a way to kind of rectify that small issue and give me and my friends all a way of playing within this imaginative and beautiful world of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. But that's not what we got. We instead got this, which is an experience that could barely qualify as legitimate. But despite all that, I'm not really angry. Not only can this game be easily written off, but there is another PvP experience that surpassed expectations in the form of Sonic Racing Crossroads. Now that is an actual video game made by people who actually care and are prioritizing the experience of the consumer. Sure, Crossroads may be more expensive, but trust me, you are way better off. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say about Rumble. I never got around to making a video on it, so I thought I'd just get that out of the way, share my thoughts, and move on. But what do you guys think of Sonic Rumble? Despite its shady business practices, did you get any enjoyment out of the game? And if so, what is it that you like about it? Be sure to comment down below. I read every comment and I love discussing and sharing opinions with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, it helps way more than you know. And if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe for more Sonic videos like this one. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day. Peace out.